Good morning, everybody. We are back at it. New days, new plays. Let's get this out right away so I do not forget it today, ladies and gentlemen. Disclaimer, this is for education purposes only, not entertainment. The disclaimer is available if you are watching over on YouTube directly in the chat. If you're not over on YouTube, you can see it here on screen right now. Here is the disclaimer. I am not your financial advisor. I don't want to be your financial advisor. I take care of my own portfolio, and you should take care of yours. If you're not sure how to take care of your own investments and financial situation, seek out a financial advisor at somebody who's got the accreditation to do so. With that being said, let's have a good Friday. What are we looking at today? First thing at the gate, guys. Two of the positions that I am in big. Hold on. uh, uh, I still had it on push to talk in Discord, so you couldn't hear me talking. But yeah, guys, yesterday, two earnings, ETON and Hut 8, both had earnings. So both of that looked muy bueno. Things are looking great there. ETON came in with just shy of 12 million in sales. So that's looking good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So you've got liquidity, is what you're telling me, Redemption. Which one? Yeah. Payoneer's end of June. So for me, like, guys, the timeline on this, for those of you that are a little bit baffled as to what we're talking about, the timeline on this is actually pretty freaking tight for me over the next little bit of getting positions in and out the way that I need to on the right timing. And it's a bit of a shit show with the Canadian tickers that I'm in right now. Just give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to open up the macros on this. Yeah, like the play on this, guys. I'll do a breakdown of why this is complicated. It may not seem complicated, like Millennial. There's positive catalysts. Why don't you just buy them all? And that's how this works. Because everybody only has so much capital in their life, and there is opportunity if you can get the timing right on this. Good to be back, guys. Good to be back. If you can get the timing right on this, it is possible to play all of these. It's just a matter of you getting your ducks in order and really paying attention to ins and outs. Apparently Dell wants to do updates. Hopefully that's not going to screw my computer. Nope, I'm not going to let it do that update now. It's well known for completely cucking my computer, so that's not going to happen. That can happen another time. I'll put this in here like this. There, that's done. Perfect. Let's select the macros here. Bum, 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 bum. Keyboard, macros, this one. Perfect. Okay. Hello, little puppy. Oh, the puppy is here. Hello, little puppy. Hello. Oh, it's a little puppy. Yeah, who's a little puppy? Everybody needs a puppy to start the morning. Everybody needs a little puppy to start the morning. All right, down you go, puppy. He's figured out how to climb stairs. He's learning quick. Okay, so before I got distracted by the puppy, what was I saying? Oh, timing. Timing on this. Okay, so the reason why, guys, we are looking at timing being interesting is because I do have like 6 plays that I want to get into. So High Tide, Hut, SHG, all 3 of those have an uplisting coming. On this side, ETON has 2 PDUFAs, and then FTOC is another one that I want to get back into in June. So the timing on this gets really complicated because we have end of May, ETON goes. There is no assurance that these don't go first, though. So what I need to do is constantly be watching these tickers for dates of uplisting announcements, and really schedule it of as soon as one of these has its uplisting date, on the date of uplisting pre-market, I am exiting pre-market and moving that money from there into the next one that's going to go. And it's going to be a game. It's not really a shell game, but I think ETON looked fantastic yesterday, guys. That call was like bang on, had me so pumped, so excited. Uh, Now, the interesting thing with it is, as you read the headline, it says misses on revenue. I'm not sure what analyst in their first quarter of sales gives them that $12.3 million target for a first quarter of sales, but screw them. They did like 11.9. Chat under my cam is frozen. Is it still frozen? It's good now, right? Good. Okay. Yeah, so not only did they do phenomenally on their sales with 11.9 million coming in, what they did clarify is they had a whole bunch of sales that, for insurance purposes, paperwork purposes, get delayed by up to 4 weeks, and those sales, the bulk of those sales, wasn't able to be counted in this earnings. So this was a huge win, absolutely huge win, in my opinion. That they came that close to an absurd projection is mind-boggling to me. That their next iteration is, oh, by the way, we have 6 more designations coming before the end of the year, 4 of which before August ends. Like that, this company is going to do some big things here, guys. In my opinion, they didn't eliminate the possibility of additional mergers and acquisition, or but their R&D spending they've essentially cut out. They said we built our drug portfolio and we're going to focus on selling for the next little bit, which in my opinion is amazing to hear. The other thing that they reiterated is that they're no longer going to be trying to play with the big boys on generic diseases and drugs. The money's just not there for them. What they've identified is it is a lot easier for you to go after orphan drugs, as a smaller biotech company. So really love that. How come ETON isn't a ticker? This is the Canadian margin side. So this is Canadian margin. This is US margin. There's ETON, 25,000. Now I did liquidate most of my SHG to get into High Tide and HUT. I did exit on a profit. So if you guys want, you can always see my portfolio. I'm trying to keep it as updated as possible for you guys. I am also out of Clover, the warrants. I feel like I will be able to get back into the Clover warrants at a reasonable price, and there's lots of time on that. So that's something that I'll look at probably end of June after ETON. So the way that this plays is I'm going to do the Kansas City shuffle with High Tide, HUT, and SHG into their uplistings. Just move money around as is needed. And then from there, I am actually going to take that money and move that back over to the US side for FTOCs becoming Payoneer. And right now, FTOC is sub $10, I think. At least it was sub $10 at one point. So yeah, it's sub $10 right now, which is delicious. So that's kind of the play. That's the series of events and the sequence that I'm looking to play this out on. Is rotating between the 3 Canadian uplistings, cashing out every morning pre-market on their date of uplisting, and then I will be looking to take that money, move it into ETON. If I can get into ETON first, that would be great. If I can't get into ETON, it will go into FTOC, and I will get back into Clove warrants, and then we'll take a look at where we're at from there. But these plays are not going to be long-term holds on HUT, High Tide, or SHG for right now. They are plans to get in, get out, take the profits, make the quick gains. Really just looking to get the portfolio back up over 100% gain on the year. And I think that with these positions, if they go kind of where I think they're going to go, High Tide probably heading towards 15 here. I've got a 9 average. So, that may be 15 grand there, 10, 15 grand I make on this. With HUT, I think HUT could go as high as 20, 30. This is a big one for me. I will be looking to when they get their announcement of date. That will be one that I definitely take a look at. I think that that has the room to compete with guys like Mara and let's see. Yes, save. Okay, so this under watching, I'm gonna change this list to crypto. So we have HUTMF. We have. Let's just keep shouting out all these cryptos. Okay, ARBKF is one for sure. We have got Mara. We've got Riot. We've got. There's more out there. What else do we have? Miners, guys. Miners. The nine. NCTY. What else? SOS. Hive. I don't know Ergo. Is Ergo one? Ergo's a miner? Ergo. Bitfarm. What else we got? Excuse me. If you guys can think of any other ones, we can throw them in there. But this list right now, guys, by price, let's say these Canadian tickers that are currently down here at this level, or these, Bufarfus here. I guess Hive I can find the OTC for. HVBTF. And this is not supposed to be S, it's supposed to be SOS. These are the big ones? Okay. So yeah, what we're looking at here, guys, is I'm gonna take Ergo off. I've never heard of Ergo, and I don't see it like that's just too small for me. But so looking at these guys in the $13 to $20 range right now, I think that's where Hut belongs. And if Hut can go from, what's my entry on Hut? 577 Canadian, right? Which is like 477 US. Oh, Ergo is a crypto, not a miner. Yeah, no. I'm looking for the miners. So 477 US, and if it can go to somewhere in that range of that 15 to wherever, that's going to be a triple bagger, right? Argo's on deck after Hut. Argo's Arb, right? The weird thing is, I still can't trade Argo. Yeah, I can't. I still can't trade this ticker. No, we're not going to do market open marbles. We are going to be watching ETON into the market on their earnings. So I want to rename this though. Save list as crypto miners. So we'll have that one there. What else do we have here? Man, I think I lost the rest of my list here. What was it that watching? No, owned? Owned. Yeah. Okay. Try ARB. Yeah, I don't see it. I just can't trade it. I don't know what the deal is. But it's not happening. I'm not able to trade it right now. Which is fine. There's other options there to play with, but this can go away. This is a meme. But this all looks good. These are all things that I want. And then the food shortage news, guys. I do want to have AQB back on the board because I think that they have potential. Um, But that's it. So I will be around tomorrow, guys, for the DD weekly recap session. So we are going to do that. I will do a breakdown for you guys of what's going on. I haven't picked a book yet. I will probably pick that first thing tomorrow morning as I sit down to read. But you guys are welcome to join. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be there, and we will be doing that recap and prediction for the week ahead. If we check the PDOFA calendar, I don't think it's next week. I think it's the following week that has the first ETON PDUFA, but we'll see. We'll see here. ETON the 27th. Yeah, so we're still 2 weeks out from the first one. So this is gonna be a nutty week. And the 28th is a holiday, right? In the States? No, not May 28th. Which day is the holiday in the States? 31st is the holiday? Okay. So yeah, that makes for a crazy weekend for Eton guys. So the 27th, they have a biofarm. So the 27th, and then on the Saturday they have one on the 29th. Now, is it a holiday? Markets open May 31st. Yes, it is indeed closed. And it's an early close on the Friday as well. So that week there, guys, is going to be really batshit crazy. What is this that has the early close? Bond markets. Okay, so that won't affect us. But Monday it is closed. Um, Colin, thanks so much, man, for the follow. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. But yeah, so New Year's Day, guys, not New Year's Day, Memorial Day. This is going to make really interesting waves because if Eton gets this first approval Friday, you got to play this Friday if you think that they're going to get a second approval on the Saturday. And my everything that I'm seeing from the company is they are positive. They think that this thing is going through. So, that's kind of a big deal. Oh, oh hello. Oh, hello. Did I average down on Eton? I did. So let's go back over here and we'll go here. You need a bath, Smelly. Go on, go on. So yeah, Eton guys, I did average down on. For those of you that haven't seen the changes in the portfolio, Clove, I'm out of the warrants entirely. Took a nice profit on that. So I took a profit on my Clove warrants, took a profit on my SHG shares. Eton, I've got an 837 average, so I did average down. Got about 25 grand US in there. And then I moved the majority of my SHG money and whatever else I could get into High Tide on their consolidation yesterday. These guys are ready to go. These guys are about to hit the US market. So I'm going to be up on the gate, out the gate here. But again, with the pot sector, I guess I should create a new list for. Let's Manage lists. Okay. So this one. Not gonna let me select multiple ones. Okay. This one I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't care about COVIDiots anymore. Crypto miners I want. High yield monthly I don't care. January I don't care. May Biofarm I don't care. SPAC Friday can go. Okay. So ACB. ACB. Prawn. CGC. OGI. What else? From ETON? I don't know. I honestly can't give an accurate prediction on it. I think it has the potential to be a triple bagger. I'm just not positive. So we'll see. Hey, get out of there, pup. Hey, go. No, 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 no. Okay. OGI, Cron, Weed. We'll come back to that other pot stocks. I want to be watching Eton here at the gate to see how it's doing. 805. Little bit of profit taking. The volume is still ridiculously low. This is still having a brain fart here. It's having a hard time keeping up. My average cost is $9.91 and it's at $9.95, but the price hasn't updated. It's not halted, is it? No, it's not halted. It's just not doing anything. It bid ask of $9.95, price $9.35. Like, what? Eton 810. Yeah, I got out of SHG for gains. I do have. I didn't do my math properly on the exit though, so I do have 100 shares of it left. But I did get out of profit, so pretty happy about that. They do now. SHG has their uplisting, but they're going to need to do something similar to what HITIF did. So I do have some time on that. I do have some time on that to see what they're going to do as far as a reverse split or consolidation of shares or buybacks or whatever it may be. But SHG needs to get their dollar value up over that $4 mark. So this is crazy that this is just not updating. I'm going to restart the dashboard because that's going to drive me nuts. I need that to be accurate. It's crazy that the Canadian dashboard can't do that. HUT got their NASDAQ approval conditionally. It's a conditional, but yeah, it's there. Weird that this still is not updating the price. Bid ask of 990 with volume, and the price is 935. Like, what? So whenever this gets its head out of its ass, I'm gonna be not down in this portfolio. I should be looking good. HUT did get their Nasdaq approval, but we don't have a date yet, so that's kind of the next big thing that I'm watching for there. ETON not seeing a ton of movement here, which I thought for sure we would be seeing at least something on it. They had a phenomenal result. $13,000 volume. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right. Put that there. Shoot that out. Uh, we be green. We be green. Guys, the last video that I did was on HUT. So if you guys want to check that out, the video is available on YouTube, breaking down HUT mining, what I thought or think about it. As well on that channel, that YouTube channel, guys, it's growing nicely. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys have had, the likes, the comments, the shares. That has been huge. But ETON, there's a breakdown of ETON on there, SHG, and HUT. So those are all there. Yeah, the food crisis. Yeah, I saw them getting rid of pet treats, but I think that's because they want to focus on human food. Um, there will be a pet food shortage for sure, but I think their real money that they've really touched on is the human food crisis. And I honestly think that AQB is overdue to do some pretty crazy things. Um, the market's looking a little bit more green. Look at Mara up 15% today. Bit of a recovery, wouldn't you say? on miners. Holy frig. Eton's 830 now. I'm okay with that. We're coming real close to it bouncing back to my entry here. Get rid of all my losses. I'd be a big fan of that. Okay, and then over here, how are we doing? This is still not updating. It's 985 right now. It's the price is still 935 here. Like it just hello? Hello? Thoughts on the Disney dip? Disney's super strong. Clove is a dead boy. I'm out of Clove for now. I am looking to get back into it. Um, I will buy back into these Clove warrants when I've got the capital. Ouch. Sorry to hear that, Marianne. Yeah, so this is interesting that this is not updating. There is no update on this for today. I don't think there's a halt on high tide. Normally, it marks it with a red H. Let's go to IROC and check for halts. There's SHG, high tide, trading resumption, 10 a.m. I don't see anything. Yeah, CIDM was one that we really did like. It's not currently halted. There is no halt here. See if there's any news on high tide. I see the bid ask and I see volume on it, right? Like here it is. Oh no, I don't see volume. I see a bid ask. Here's a bid and an ask, and here's the pricing, but I don't see it moving. On the U.S. markets, HITIF, see HITID. HITI. Yeah, this isn't moving either. Hmm. Company's board of directors approved the share consolidation. It is expected that the common shares will commence trading on post-share consolidation basis on the TSX on or about Friday, May 14th. The share consolidation was approved. Hmm. I don't see volume on either of these guys. There's zero volume on high tie or high TIF, which is interesting. SHG as well. What the frig is going on? Neither of them are halted. Pay me my money! Damn it. This red in my ledger goes away. It just goes away. Um, when this starts trading. The red in my ledger disappears. I just need this thing to open. ETON, I'm almost even again. The bid ask spread is still very large. I guess I'll keep an eye on that. ETON, guys, nice little upward climb here. The volume is still relatively low, though. Okay, I need a coffee, guys. I'll be right back. No, I'm not leaving before those PDUFAs. Those PDUFAs are the major catalyst. The earnings was just to give me guidance. That their earnings did so well, I am very pleased. Um, okay, SHG has started trading. There's some volume on that. High Tide has still not got anything on it though. No bid ask. Oh, it's moving over here though on the Canadian side. 960, 990. Okay, ETON I'm now green on. Canadian side, not quite green yet on this, but we're going there. As crypto recovers, so too will HUT. I'm not concerned about HUT. Um, no, I don't think it's HITID. No, it's HITIF. The F is the foreign designation. High tide. It's HITIF. Why would it be D? Yeah, that's a large bid ask spread for sure. I mean, so Clove W, that's what? 20-cent spread. Take a look at ETON right now. Quite the spread there too. Both portfolios are now green, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. It's the Friday I had hoped for. Portfolio is up 10.5% today in the Canadian side, up 9% today on the US side. Yeah, the bid ask is 834, 842. The volume is just so stinking low on this. It is absolutely absurd to me that the volume is so low on this. And honestly, guys, in the next 2 weeks, it's just going to get bonkers. I'm not going to be sleeping very much, I don't think, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I have to regularly be watching for news on all of these tickers. Yeah, high tide 1090 right now. All right, so let's go to the watch list here because I did want to pull up. Right, ETON has lower volume than warrants on Clove. That's just disgusting. HITIF is still not trading in the US side though. Holdings. Look at the bid ask spread on this thing. Look at this. Look at the freaking bid ask spread. $10, 1088. I think there's a lot of retail traders that are about to exit the market post haste. I think there's a lot of retail traders that are they just got their asses handed to them in crypto after getting their asses handed to them in meme stocks. I honestly, guys, think that there is an exodus like we have not seen in many, many moons coming to the market. Retail traders will bleed out and run. They've been beaten down over and over and over again, and I don't know that it's necessarily paper hands. I think that you need to exit when you need to exit, um, which is I think is a hard lesson that a lot of them are learning. You can't just huh? Yeah, I as you guys know, I'm not really a diamond handser. When I see profit taking is good, I take it. Uh, sure, save this. Okay, so weed guys. What else do we have in the weed sector? Weed, Cron, OGI, Tilray. What else we have? Hexo, GRWG. Is this a pure pot play? What is this, Chemlife? I'm not familiar with this one. Okay, I would say that's comparable to High Tide then. HITI. What else we got? Of course. What else? Pure Leaf. What else? I don't see any ACBs there. I don't see any that typically I hear a lot of chatter about. Okay, so HITI guys, 1015. Look at Spy go. So looking at prices, guys, where do I see High Tide coming in? So they're at the $10 mark right now, but honestly, anywhere in between this 30 to 16 range is possible. I think they actually end up closer to Curaleaf here, if not a little bit higher. Um, so 17, 18 is kind of where I'm hoping to go here. So not quite 100%, but like 80% gains on this is what I'm looking for, which would equate to probably close to 20 grand. Beyond's up, Tyson's up, yeah. Guys, for those of you that didn't catch the morning DD, I've been up since about 5 in the morning, breaking down a global food shortage that I see happening in the next 4 to 6 months. Um, Australia has massive mice infestations on their crops. India is having labor disputes with their farmers on top of COVID. China continues to have swine flu issues with meat production. Japan has had tons of issues with their fisheries actually being able to keep up on demand. Because as you get rid of pork and as you get rid of crop, people turn to whatever's available. That's food, and now they're overfishing, which leads to a depletion in fish, which leads to a depletion in their ability to provide. So it's really getting kind of edgy here, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, you know, Asia is not the entire world. Okay, but you have to realize that you know total global population 7.8 billion. Okay, population of India and China is like 3 billion people. So almost half the world is in these two places. This is a big deal if you can't feed these folks. Um, it's a big deal. So high tide's doing well today. HUT is kind of just sideways. It's not really pumping yet, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. ETON just chilling. I think AQB does have a play in it for sure. But there's the weed stocks. I'll keep that chart up. Graham F was the other one that I wanted on here. It's a bit more luxury, but those are units though. I don't want units. I just want Graham warrants. I just want Graham. There's no just Graham. Hmm. Anyway, okay, so there's that owned. Let's save that. Yeah. AQB's up a little bit. Market is generally green right now, guys. Crypto seems to be moving in correlation with the market. Let's go over and check out Binance real quick here. And before you guys tell me, yes, I'm aware that there's a lawsuit against or a DOJ investigation against Binance, but I'm not really concerned about it. Made 10% yesterday on my Ripple position. Let's go over here. So Ethereum up 10%, Bitcoin up 3, Doji up 34, 35%. Everything's up. All of it's up. All of it. It's all up. Crypto. Crypto. It's all up. Elon should pump ETON, right? Wouldn't that be the day? Elon knows that he's got to stay away from securities. I mean, this just has me so excited. So excited. Well, especially for an app, right? If you've got an app and you've taken the time to design a logo, you want people to recognize that app logo. You want that to be as big as possible on the sweater, not the tiny little letter on the, you're wasting all of this space on the sweater. Just make it a big ass logo of your app thing, and then on the sleeve have the name of the app, right? Like, I don't know. My thoughts, marketing. This has me so excited. Redemption, you still there? This is gonna be nuts. Especially if they get both of these, right? If they get both of these, it's just gonna it's gonna be insane. They get this one, and then Friday's a long weekend. Like, if they get this one, everybody that plays this PDUFA calendar is gonna be looking at this shit and going, they've got another one. And we can't trade Monday, which means that Tuesday pre-market, this is probably my exit Tuesday pre-market on ETON. You couldn't hear redemption before? Really? What's going on in here? Okay, it should be good now. Redemption, are you there? Speak.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear him now? I try to stay unless, I mean, after the whole debacle earlier this year, if it's not coming from Wolfpack or yeah, if it's not coming from the Wolfpack or from Muddy Waters, I'm not interested. Looks like they're going after Lemonade right now, Muddy Waters. Yeah, Africa is an emerging market that has a lot of people looking at it, and that's one of the things that happens as you head into inflation, is people start to look to global markets, and emerging markets are going to be a big deal. Emerging markets, Africa, South America, are going to be people are going to be taking note. I don't know who either of those people. Oh no, I do know her. Never mind, I lie. I do know her. I just didn't recognize her without the makeup. Uh, CNN has confirmed that 100% of congressional Democrats are vaccinated across both chambers. Republicans, however, at least 92% in the Senate, but only 44% in the House. Still crying commie after all this time. That's how far American politics have gone, guys. Davey Day Trader doing his thing. All right, let's go seeking help and see if there's news. I really need to get the news on a calendar. Um, Google alerts. Create an alert about high tide. Show options. As it happens, more results. RSS feed. Create alert. What 8? Skylight. Oh. So what I'm doing here, guys, is creating an RSS feed that will automatically populate for me. Yeah, yeah. Colonial did pay 5 million, guys. They did pay 5 million. Yeah, China recognizes. So what China understands is where the industry is in the world. That's where the money is to be made, and that's something that we see over and over and over again. Is the UK became a dominant world power when they owned the industry, right? Now, I'm not saying the UK itself was the industry. It did have some of the industry with shipyards, but they owned a lot of the countries that produced the industry, right? And then you have the US and the Industrial Revolution, where they were an industrial nation, and that's how they grew. And China is reaping the rewards of being industrial right now. What China is doing, though, that the US did not do was realize the fact that you cannot sustainably remain the industrial nation with all the wealth that you have. So, what they are doing is they are looking to buy up the next industrial revolution, which is emerging markets. I would not be surprised to see large Chinese investments in South America and Africa. It's not going to blow my mind. It's not. It's to be expected. Okay, so Skylight Health. What am I missing here? Show all alerts. Back. Okay. So this can go, this can go, this can go. I don't need anything else anymore. High Tide, Hut 8, Skylight. Those are the ones I need for Canada. Okay, so go in here, subscribe. I use an RSS feeder, guys, to do this. I set up a Google feed. Um, where did my stuff just go? What? There. Okay. Hmm, hmm. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so Skylight Health is there. The ETON calls back from the dead. I guess I should open my options portfolio. I haven't done that in a while. U.S. senators to unveil a 52, was that million or billion? Billion. A $52 billion semiconductor investment. Interesting. Yeah, my May Clover calls are not looking good, guys. When are Clover's earnings? 517 pre-market. Yikes. I'm cutting that real close. They either have to do really well on earnings or I'm boned on that. I may just have to be swallowing that loss. That's unfortunate. My options portfolio is gross right now. Time will tell where it goes, but that, I mean, ugh, nasty. Dun, 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 dun. They were up. Yeah, they were up 100%. They are no longer. Let's go see how the fine folks over at ETON are doing. I have looked briefly at Galaxy because of its ties to HUT 8. ETON's thinking about mooning. That would be lovely. No, I'm not. There are other plays that I want to get into. I think the initial pump on ETON is going to be on those May ones, especially with that long weekend tied in. And then I'm going to exit in the hopes of getting into a really nice position on FTOC. I am very bullish on FTOC. Very, very, very bullish. Yeah, I'm honestly just not sweating this. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Whenever you see 9% gains on a day, it's just my Eton entry is 837. Mara's up 17%. See, I think Hut recovers. I think Hut recovers. Do, 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 do. Hut only does what Bitcoin does. I can't deny that, but the uplisting is an external catalyst from Bitcoin pricing. So if I can get those two to go in tandem, right? If I can get Hut to run at the same time that um, Bitcoin is recovering, that would be phenomenal. I'd be a huge fan of that. Um, let's see how the Hut crew is doing over here. The one that would concern me is Riot in New York with them. Directly going to knock that guy's thing off. Um, ooh, baby. There it is. What I don't see on this is the. Hmm. So there's still no date here for SHG. Still no date. I need the dates. I need the dates. I need the dates. That's what's killing me. I need to see the dates. ETON just disappeared 3%. Somebody must have sold a little bit. Yeah. This is just bonkers to me that this is so low volume. See what Kramer's got to say. Today on the Street Live, Disney, Coinbase, Plug Power, Dogecoin, and Elon Musk. Mr. Jim Cramer. Bloomberg is reporting. Oil's back over 65. Yahoo Finance. What do they got? Disney's in the middle of a recovery. Wall Street Journal. So here's my issue with the conjecture around retail spending. People are saying, well, people have been pent up, they've been in their houses, they must spend. Right? I don't see them spending it in a brick and mortar location. Even the people that I see, so we went into a mall and it was a ghost town, but even inside the mall, people go and look in the mall and then they go home and they look for whatever they wanted from the mall online cheaper. Whether that's Amazon or eBay or whatever, Facebook Marketplace, you name it, right? Like there's so many different places you can go buy crap online for dirt cheap compared to, Wish or whatever. My teenage daughter, my teenage daughter sees all kinds of stuff that she likes, and then she goes on to Wish, and she's willing to wait the 3 weeks for it to come from China because she pays $2-3 for it instead of $40. Like it, I this narrative that people are gonna run back out to the shopping mall. I just don't see it. When's the last time you guys bought something from a shopping mall, a retail brick and mortar location? Okay, so the food sector, which is why that's doing well, QSR, right? So McDonald's, okay. So restaurants where you have to actually get food to eat it. But I mean, think about things like clothing. Think about things like tech. Do you buy that from a store? Does she buy those from the store though? I'm all about people going in and trying things on in the store, but does she actually buy them from the store? If the price is right. Interesting. So return policy, one of the things that's causing. Trump may be the best thing that ever happened to U.S. politics. He may actually divide the Republican Party, taking the further right leaning into what would still be the Republican Party, and causing those who are more centrist to then create a new party, which might actually lure some folks from the Democrat side into a more centrist party that are not on board with the socialist agendas of guys like Bernie and AOC. In his division, he may actually help to rectify a lot of the problems with the U.S. political system. It was the plan all along: divide and conquer. Elon's calling for a carbon tax. Plug powering all week. I wonder why. Yeah. The portfolio is looking like that's 25 grand in there, and that's like 47 Canadian. So what's 47 Canadian? 39 there. So 39 and 25. $64. I'm up about 30%. Up about 30% on the year. Not terrible, all things considered. Most people would be pretty happy with a 30% return on the year. I'm looking to take back that 100% that I had earlier in the year, but we'll see. We shall see what we shall see over the next little bit here. What I can make happen.
Was that a snarky snort?
Sounded like it.
Just
Look
looking at all the stuff I talked about, just like they crash. Like it's so funny to look at the patterns. It's like, okay, well, yeah, first week, sure, why not? Whatever. It's after the hype, people are ambulance chasing it, but the preceding weeks afterwards, it's like, diamond hands, right? Diamond hands, and they get fucking bulldozed. It's fucking great.
Best plays year to date. AMC was probably the best play outright. DGLY was another one that I did all right on. SHG I made a couple grand on. I made 10% on, so not terrible there. I'll be going back to SHG, but you played AMC twice? I don't remember. I think I only played it the once. Maybe I played it twice. That was back in February. Yeah, I think there is still money to be made on DGLY as the NFL starts up and cruises start again. I'm not going to play AMC again, though. I'm done with it. Yeah, I mean, Space. I played Space before. I made decent gains on it. That's another one that I won't go back to until I start seeing them actually flying some planes. They haven't been able to get a single flight date done. So if you can't fly people, you don't have a business model. Which is where I stand with a lot of the EV companies as well, where when you're looking at it, they've got models on the floor, but you can't actually drive them. So what the frig is the point? Looking at the cryptos here, or the miners here, guys, 4 of them are up 10% or more. Mara, NCTY, Riot all up 15, 16, 17%. Hive is up 11%. RKF is up 9. HUT is actually only up 8. It's one of the lower ones here. Yeah, that they can't actually get one plane off the ground is pretty crazy. So guys, it's actually about that time for me too. It's 10:30. I've got to actually hit the road here, so I'm going to send you guys to hang out with Stocky. Remember, I will be back again tomorrow. If you guys did not catch my YouTube video on HUT, it's there for you. You can check that out. Did you enter HUT in the morning? I entered HUT yesterday. I entered HUT yesterday. But that's it for me. I will be back tomorrow, guys. I will hang out with you then, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. See ya, see ya, see ya. And enjoy hanging out with the stock guy. And we are out of here in like 4, 3, 2, 1. Later.